a year later I recorded another album. But I'm wondering what you were doing when you came back from Sydney. What you were doing band-wise or music-wise?
Well, I was playing bass in Heather Fran's band.
Oh yeah.
So Heather Fran, the Heather Fran band, which is a very original title for a band. Plus, I was playing bass for Funkstar.
Right. Yeah.
Because at that time,
Darren posted a photo of that the other day.
He did.
The Funkstar picture. That was great.
Funkstar Mark II. That wasn't the first one.
That was the second one. Yeah, yeah.
The first one had Liam Gurner playing guitar.
Yep. And
DJ Chook on the turntables.
Yeah. The first version. I mean, no offense to the second version, but the first version was something else. Yeah. It was just amazing.
Yeah. And there was this huge funk resurgence in Adelaide at that time. There was bands like the Dagman All-Stars, Pornland, Lowrider, and you had amazing venues like the Pink Pig and the Crown and Scepter, and they were hosting these amazing nights, and Funkstar just jumped on that bandwagon. There was one particular edition of Rip It Up magazine that sort of mentioned us, I think, 26 times or something like that. We were just all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
But we were all over the place because we were all over the place. We were just making shit up as we went along. I mean, I was having a think about it the other day because I'm writing a series of posts about musical history on my blog, and the reason why Funkstar came into existence was because the original drummer had organised a Wednesday night residency at the Enigma Bar, but didn't have a band. So he just asked around some people, and my name was mentioned, and oh yeah, okay, no worries. So while we were getting that together, even before we officially all got together and was named Funkstar, we got a gig at the Rhino Room, which is another iconic sort of funk venue. So we got a gig, but we had no songs. So we got together, did like 3 rehearsals, wrote 20 songs in those 3 rehearsals, and we were just thinking of every funk cliche under the sun, and then it's like, okay, well, we're not going to have enough. We're just going to have to make shit up as we go along. And so we did the Rhino Room as our first gig, and then did a whole series of Wednesday nights at the Enigma Bar as the Olympics were happening, and all that sort of stuff. And we made gold medals, and sort of people were just dancing like dancey things, and we were giving out these medals to people who were the most outrageous, and it was a lot of fun because I had a pretty harrowing time in Sydney by the end of it, and wasn't feeling in a very good way, and this was like a means to start all over again, I suppose, and I just turned 30, and it was like I felt like I was 18 again in my first band.
Right.
And so I just thought, well, what the hell? Let's just pull out all stops.